So here's a story I never heard. Tell me about moving into this house for the first time. When you first moved into
that
this
was
house.
wild. His niece and her two little children, 4 years old, and one was not quite a year old. They came to visit while I'm moving from one house to the other. And then we all left and went to Florida, and I stayed down there for about 2 months. And when I came back here, I didn't know where anything was. It took me a month or so for I could find where everything went, you know. Because when we moved in, I just had to shove things in here.
Mm-hmm.
So that was wild, but we had to do it. Because the people had bought a house over there, we had to get out. And it took me a while to get everything where I wanted it.
So you started out with like the washing machine and the dishers in the kitchen together?
Oh, it was in the kitchen. I couldn't wait to get it out. I don't like dirty clothes piled up in the middle while I'm cooking. I don't think that's necessary. However, the house I lived in before, the kitchen was about half the size of this room. Washing machine, clothes washer, a stove, and a refrigerator. On the other side was a sink and 2 cabinets, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And I lived and cooked in that little bitty kitchen for almost 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came out here, this big kitchen, oh, hallelujah.
So when did the upstairs?
I haven't been upstairs in years.
Yeah, I know.
Have you been up?
I remember I had like a bedroom up there for a while.
Well,
when
you
did
know,
that become an office?
Richard has a work table, a drawing board up there.
Yeah, so that happened like the 90s or the 80s, I guess, right?
Yeah, he goes up there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like. I told the woman that cleaned for me not to go up there, you know.
Yeah.
And nobody but Richard goes up there.
Yeah.
I hope he cleans out the toilet down there. I don't know.
What about the other room upstairs other than Richard's drawing room? Is that always been storage or?
Yeah, it's just storage now.
What did it used to be a long time ago?
Oh, it was Will and Richard's room when they were growing up.
Ah.
Yeah, that's where they slept. And one night, a tree in the front yard fell off the house in the middle of the night and tore a hole in the roof, and rain was just coming in. And didn't even wake them. It fell right across the room, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then they woke up. There was a hole and the rain was coming in. I couldn't do anything about it in the middle of the night, and no, what could you do? And they were still asleep and they weren't hurt, so I just let it rain in there.
Mm-hmm.
And of course the next morning I asked a lot of questions. But we had insurance to pay for it. But it went all the way across their bedroom and the garage. Tore the roof off of that. It's one of these big old 75, 80-foot trees. And it was a mess there for a while. I came out from the newspaper and took a picture of it. And nobody else had any damage, but just that one tree decided to fall.
You said there were like 15 trees in the backyard when you
Oh
moved in?
yeah, the yard was full.
It's like a forest, right?
Yeah.
Was there a pool there originally or not? Did you add the pool, or was the pool there when you moved in?
No, he put the pool in while I was gone to Florida one. His sister bought a house right on the beach in Jacksonville Beach. So that was a good place for me to take the children, you know, so they could play on the beach, and I could kind of look after them.
Were you happy to have the pool when you came back? Were you
No, I wasn't happy because I don't swim.
Oh.
And I thought if anyone drives a boat, what will I do? But
more responsibility to watch the kids, huh?
That's been 50 years ago. I don't pay attention to it now.
Did you learn to swim after you got the pool?
No, I tried, but I don't like to get in the water. When I was about 9 or 10 years old, we were down in Gulfport, Mississippi one summer, and somebody pushed me off of a pier, came up behind me, you know,
Yeah.
and down I went in the water. I didn't know how to swim, but my uncle saw me fall in and pulled me out. But I didn't like the water from
Yeah,
from then on.
That would make you phobic about the water and never drowning, yeah.
And I tried to learn to swim. I went to camp one summer, and they tried to teach me how up there. But I spent most of the time they pulling me back in the canoe, you know. But I just don't like the water. But I've been living with that swimming pool 50 years. It's been 50 years since we've been in this house.
Wow. It's held up okay, except for like the floor falling in and the...
But do you know that the house I grew up in Midtown,
yeah,
it's still there?
Wow.
It's more than 100 years old.
What's the address? Do you know?
1933 Vinton, V-I-N-T-O-N.
Vinton, you said?
Vinton,
Okay.
It's a big street in Midtown, you know.
Okay.
It's 2 blocks from Peabody, which is another big street. Those houses been well kept, you know, and I love to go in that old house and see how they've changed it around. I'm sure they have. I only had 1 bathroom, and at one time we were 4 children. My little sister died, but we only had 1 bathroom, so you just need to take your time when you need to go in the bathroom.
Yeah. We're thinking about taking Zala down to Mud Island on Tuesday so she can do the river walk thing at the Model Mississippi
That'd be
River.
nice to see.
If you want to come along, I'd push you.
No, I
Push you in a
can't.
wheelchair. You want to watch her do it.
No, I find out a lot about men off sitting right here.
Okay.
One reason is because I never know what's coming next, you know. Now, there was a time I take it, you know, I won't wait and see what's coming next. The options now, I don't want to know. I may just stay put. That's why I don't travel anymore.
Yeah.
I believe I could if I had to, but especially if you travel by air, they're pretty, I used to be pretty careful of people who were incapacitated.
Yeah.
And they said they got a wheelchair and all. But when I ran into that woman, Shane, I thought my foot was on the brake and it was on the gas pedal.
Yeah.
And poor woman, and poor woman. But I just went right straight in and kept on going. I thought, what am I doing? I kept.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought, now this is a wake-up call. You don't need to be driving if you don't know where your foot is.
Yep.
And so I quit.
So who moved back in when they were adults? Mom moved back in for a while when she came back in as
She's come and gone a lot, many times.
She came back in when she was with us for a little while after she came back from Florida for a little bit.
Well,
was Bobby and Brenda here for a little while?
When you were born, you spent a lot of time in that same room you're sleeping in now. I had a baby crib in there and everything.
Yeah, I remember Grandfather's office used to be a bedroom for a while before it was his office.
Yeah, yeah.
So were Bobby and Brenda living here for a little while?
Yeah, maybe they did.
remember Brenda had like some agoraphobia or something.
Yeah,
I don't know if she was here when that was going on.
yeah, they were here. In fact, Brenda lived here while Mommy was in Vietnam. Oh, her parents lived in a small house, and she had 4 brothers, I think, or 3 brothers. They were still home, and then her grandmother came to live with them. So I said, well, you come on up and stay with us. And she did.
Okay.
Bobby had a what they call R&R
Yeah.
in Hawaii while he was in Vietnam, and we went over and met him.
Oh, I never saw pictures of that. That
Yeah, it
sounds
was
really
nice.
neat.
We took Brenda, of course, with us. And
So it was really Mom and Brenda moved back in as adults then, not anybody else, I guess.
well, oh, Daddy had that room for while he was here, and Mother had what was now the office.
Who had a room for a while he was here?
Huh?
You said somebody had a room for a while he was here?
My father,
Oh,
Daddy,
your dad.
that was,
Okay.
he was back there in that room.
Okay.
And one morning he liked to exercise, you know, and he liked to get up and down on the side of the, what bed is in there now? Anyway, he could hold on to the foot of the bed somewhere and go up and down, and one day he lost his hand, a grip, and went in the floor and couldn't get up.
Oops.
So I went in there and tried to pull him up, and I heard something crack in my back. I thought, oh Lord. I managed to crawl back in my room and got in the bed. I told Mother, I said, if you can hear me, please go call somebody to come help us. Daddy's still in the floor and I can't get him up. And she heard me, because sometimes she didn't hear me. But she heard me that morning, and so she called my sister-in-law, A. Jane. Remember A. Jane?
Yeah.
We need to talk to her while you're here.
Okay.
So she brought her neighbor over here, a man across the street, and he got Daddy up and off the floor. But I told her, I said, please don't exercise anymore. Don't forget that. And then Rich and Linda got married. My mother's father was still living here with me.
Mm-hmm.
When I was had Alzheimer's, the other one had emphysema, so I was just going back and forth. But in the meantime, Richie got married, and he had a pretty wedding. It was over at our church. But I tell you, I don't remember much about it because I was so involved with my mother's father. The health was failing, you know, and I couldn't do anything about it, but I kept them here as long as I could. And then I finally realized they both needed nursing care, you know, that I couldn't provide for them. But tonight I put them in the nursing home. I didn't sleep all night long. Oh, you know. We made a mistake of putting them in the same room in the nursing home, because it was cheaper, you know, for them. They each had their own bed, but I didn't realize it what I should have, because they never had shared a bedroom, you know. They always had their own room.
Oh.
And that one worked, one didn't work out. So we finally had to separate them. Because it worried Mother when Daddy would be so, he didn't know anything. And he did some crazy things, you know. And she couldn't help him. But those things take you a little while to realize. And you don't expect your parents to do that way, but they do. We've been very fortunate, Grandfather and I.
Mm-hmm. Had a long life.
We have.
Kids that
We're not in a nursing home yet. But every other day I say, we need to go, you know.
Yeah. Y'all kept your independence longer than a lot of people.
I know it. I know it. But the children help, you know.